Hello survivors, hello, welcome to the stream guys, thank you for tuning in. Gonna do a Monday night stream. I was debating it, I was like, should we have a night off? I was close. We're gonna do a little stream, just gonna chill out a bit, chat a bit. I haven't got a great deal to do in game because the roadmaps are time locked, so I have to wait to do like extra acts the way it is, you know. But how are we doing, guys? Did you all have a good New Year's? Get up to any mischief? Relax night in? How was it? We should be watching the football. I'm dreading that game, man. I looked at the lineup. We've got Joe Linton on the win and a 17-year-old in midfield. I'm dreading that game, bro. I'm dreading that game. Although I did say, see, someone was like, this is basically Newcastle's starting lineup, like their main starting lineup. Like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, goodness. Liverpool missed a pen. Was it saved or was it missed? I don't think we've had a penalty against us this season. I don't recall. I don't think we've only got like one, I think, as well. Like, penalties don't seem to be part of our gameplay. It was saved, nice. A little bit of confidence for the keeper because obviously he's replacing Pope, so that is nice. Not nice for you guys, but you know, even if we lose the game, at least he's got a little bit of confidence there. Because man, we need to do something for the rest of the season. What's up though, guys? Welcome to the stream. Let me have a little check who's in chat. Hey, Kian. I'll get to that in a second. Thank you very much for keeping up the membership. I do really appreciate it, bro. I really do. We have Bretland, Margot, Valiant, Daylight, Kathy, Cygnus, Diamond, EJ versus Dex, Tyler. Oh my goodness. Should we translate it to English again? Kostian, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And also, 26 months, Kian. Thank you very much. You're on the start of your red badge journey. The beginning of the journey. Just the beginning. It is just the beginning. So today's stream, we're just going to chill out a little bit. We're just going to chill out. We're recuperating from the shenanigans. Last night's stream was kind of mental. I was going to go to bed, but if you were on the stream, I mean, you know, Christian just kept on doing gifted memberships. And I had the most ever gifted memberships in one stream that I've ever had. It was over 100. So if you are a new member because of Christian, if you see him in chat, if he pops in, do give him a thank you, because yeah, that was nuts. We also had Basham hitting up some gifted memberships as well. Grand total between them both was 102. Actually, was it 102? But I think maybe it was 100, and then I think we had Christian actually just hit the join button himself. But yeah, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. What's up, weird girl, as well? Welcome to the stream. Can you see the can you see your own little avatar now? I could see it the second you did it, which is kind of strange because it's meant to take 24 hours to like fully upload properly, but I saw it straight away. My attack team right now is Awakened Negan, Awakened Lee, Awakened Lily, Kenny, and Duck. Interesting. Interesting. It was over 100. It was over 100. I had 102 in total. Like I say, crazy. The analytics haven't hit yet. Generally, the analytics don't hit for 24 to 36 hours. And it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. I wonder if it counts for December or January. I'm not really sure. We'll find out, I guess. We shall find out. But yeah, crazy stream yesterday. I think in the end I streamed for 4 hours until like 3 AM. Or 4.5 hours. It was good fun. I think it was the best fireworks display I've seen for a while. If you didn't see the fireworks display, it is on my channel still, the stream obviously. And I didn't get hit. I didn't get hit because I played RTS music at the same time. It kind of combined into a song that doesn't make any sense, which is good. But I am getting hit in another way, and I've messaged YouTube and I'm like, what's going on with this? Because I'm getting ad suitability, which is the yellow marker. I've never had that really, and I've had 3 yellow markers in the last 5 streams. And in total, I've got 5 on my entire channel. So I've messaged them just saying, look, what's up with this? Because I haven't changed anything that I'm doing, but you're hitting me with yellow marker now. Which is about ad suitability. It can generally happen if you're like swearing a lot, but I don't swear a lot. It can happen if you just break some of the basic rules, but I've just been playing the RTS the entire time. Nothing seems to have changed for me. Nothing. Your team is nice, but seems to have very little control. This is true. You want to have, generally speaking, at least one character in the team that's good at controlling characters, particularly characters like Outlast. Outlast is the annoying one. YouTube being YouTube. You see, the thing is, I only ever had issues with YouTube once upon a time, and that was when, you know, the beginning of the 2020, because of the whole like lockdowns and stuff, and my name's Lockdown. That's pretty much it. That's the only reason I was having. So I was messaging them. I'm like, look, my name is this is my name. I'm not saying anything about the, you know, it's just like, and then eventually they all went away. But I had to complain and stuff. It was a weird time. A weird time for sure. YouTube being YouTube. Hopefully it gets sorted. I messaged them. A lot of it's automated. Hopefully I get like a proper human to look at it. I had a human look at one of them and they upheld it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. It's interesting. It is interesting. Okay, so this new event, guys. I'm not sure if you saw my video from earlier on going over the event. I'm not a massive fan of just the keeping up with the structure. I'm not a massive fan of the deterioration of the rewards. But I do like the character. And I honestly, part of me, to a certain extent, is happy that the rewards almost pick themselves. I'm definitely picking up the character this time around. Whereas other events, I'm just like, oh, I'm waiting to see. The character is definitely getting picked up. The character's good. The damage potential in this character is really high if you build a team properly. Because you can have someone who does negative effects off of turn 1, even with like hill reduction weapon or anything, any kind of negative effect, and it's 25% attack boost on that character for each one. So theoretically, and obviously the signature move itself also stuns, I think, so that's another 25%. You could get like a 75% attack boost off of turn 1. Why is this really good? Why is this really good? Do you want to know why this is really good? Because there's very few characters that you can build, right? Like, let's look at the team that I built here. One of the biggest issues I have with this team, it's a nice team to a certain extent. It is lacking one particular thing, but the issue with this team that I find is there's only one 1535 in this entire team. Now, the reason that isn't as much of a problem is because we have this character, and this character gets big damage boosts because of the 10% boost for every negative status effect on the enemy team, right? Whereas Mirabelle gets 25% attack boost for every negative status effect on the enemy that she's attacking, right? That means that she doesn't have to have a 1535, and I think she can potentially utilize this weapon to a very high standard. And I've been waiting for a character to come along, and I hope they start doing this. I don't think they did this necessarily on purpose, but I hope they start doing it where they build characters to utilize particular weapons. I'm going to actually reset this as well. I'm not going to have that third slot. I'm going to go for a different third slot. Okay, let's reset this. I was going to do it anyway, but the third slot I'm going to do is going to be that one, the second one from the top. Bonus attack when attacking enemies with more than 15% HP. That means her Attack should be really, really good off of turn 1. Should we try it without territories? Just one craft. Just one craft. El's on a roll, bruv. El is on a roll. I don't know what to say to that. So we'll go with this, and then we'll get up to 50% attack. That's what I'm going to go with. So she gets a bigger attack boost from her third slot. She's not going to have 1535, but she gets an attack boost from her own passives, and then we'll have a 50% attack boost. That's what we're going to do. I think this is a good one. Oh, we can't get territories. They get one, but not the other, or they. I mean, maybe they already had one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. We'll leave that for the moment. So that's what I'm doing with that character's weapon. Her base weapon is it's AP drain. I think if it had some other level of control, it would be nicer. But yeah. The fact that she's support is actually pretty decent. It means she can't be stunned and stuff as much. It's a shame that the support role doesn't also potentially stop mods from happening. What am I looking at? I'm looking at characters. So if we go to someone with the support role, it'll be really cool if mods didn't happen anymore. Because like it says, when attacking or being attacked, 30% less likely to trigger enemy weapon effects and walker effects. If it was also mods, that'd be really cool, because then you'd obviously have less chance of triggering. You would actually have 0 chance of triggering reflect mods. And we don't have any counter to reflect mods. There's no counter except game-wide counter of reflect, rather than it just being a generalized counter here. Which is a shame. I think Newcastle have scored. Look, if we get a sneaker draw out of this, I'll take it. So you think Lily... Oh, sorry. One each. We're one each on the offsides. So you think a Lily will be a beast? I think Lily could potentially be good. Is she in the tower? She is. This is nice. The normalize. She needs Maggie lead, though. You can't really use her without Maggie, realistically. And the problem you've got is her like random attacks because of her weapon could potentially kill people you don't want to die, like without controlling them first. So she needs to have someone who's got very heavy amounts of control in the team to be able to deal with the fact that she could be killing people by mistake. And I think Christmas Carol is it, right? She can taunt a line, so she can taunt a line quite early. And then you could potentially command rush her turn 1 if you really needed to taunt random enemies. Like, who are in Outlast or something. So there's a potential there. Nice the fact that it's like a bit of a free-to-play combo there. I have a team where Andre gets 70,000 defense plus... He still gets nuked. Yeah, I mean, yeah. His stats are just like... His stats are old. Like, I threw him in my Telltale defense at the weekend just because I had a missing slot because I didn't want to use Carver anymore in my defense. I can't remember what his defense got to. 63k. But look at the other people's defense. 96, 84, 94. See the difference in their stats? The HP, sure, the HP is getting massively boosted because of the leader, right? But the defense is not. Their defenses are just so crazy high. Crazy. You're talking 20 to 30k more defense. This is just the new tier of characters. You know, it's effectively like a, you know, Mythic 3 4.0 at this point, you know. We're at that point. And honestly, it's going to keep scaling up quicker and quicker because... The way the game is, because then, I mean, unless they reset, I don't think they will, but if they don't reset the way they scale characters, we're going to be at a point where it's obvious that there's going to be mythic characters almost twice the HP base than the original characters. We talked about it before when they've originally introduced mythics. what they did on purpose was they made almost every character have flat stat balance. And what happens is it's easy to power creep past these characters quite early. So let's go to one of the golden characters at the beginning, Sandy, right? The reason she fell off so quickly is look at those stats. They're pretty much all the same. Whereas if you have a character getting released now, they always have more attack than they do defense and HP. Always. Right? So let's compare them to Lydia. Right? You see the difference? And there's higher overall stats. So Lydia has over 10,000 more base attack, 5,000 less defense, so like, and even more HP. But like, you can see why the more recent characters are much more effective. It's because even a 10,000 base attack, it all multiplies. Mods, weapons, leader skill, 1535s, and that's why characters are getting up to hundreds of thousands of attack now. Who was another one? Her. Right? So you can see stat balance is way more oriented towards the thing that they need, plus their overall stats is just higher. They've got actually more numbers. If we look at defense character, same deal. Way more to defense and HP. So yeah. Could you get Andre to 100k defense? Oh yeah, without a doubt. Oh, Andre. I mean, that's difficult. That'll be difficult. I think there is a particular team up. I can't remember who it is, where you can boost him a little bit. Was it Eric, or was it? I think it might have been Eric. Where is he? Did I miss him? Eric had a buff. No, it's not Eric. I think it's the other dude in the background, Aaron or Aaron, however you want to pronounce. Okay, it's in order of release. No, I was like, it's alphabetical. I think he gives. He might. Oh no, he gives control roll defense and tank roll HP. I thought he gave support roll defense. This is an interesting character. This is interesting, honestly. And then you can team him up with Kyle, and they're both giving each other stats. And he's giving himself extra HP too. So where's Kyle? Now these characters can last a little bit longer in the meta because of this. Is it 45% defense? Yeah. It is indeed. Like, I've got a team right now, and it's strong characters with Circuit, and it's doing the same sort of thing. Defense boosts from Circuit's buff. I think it's defense for Circuit, isn't it? Gone too far. A defense boost from Circuit's buff, but their stats aren't as high because they're all. I think they're all old except one. Which one? Which one? Which one is the one that isn't an old character? It could be that one that's got 180k combined stats, whereas everyone else has 150k combined stats. You see? Like, what's the first one? 150k, 147. Then Carl is 145, and then Circuit is 145. But then Princess is 180. Sorry. So you're looking at like what? Is that how much is that? 25 to 30% more stats. But when you look at it from their base numbers, right, it isn't that much higher. Although her stats are really high, but it isn't as much higher overall. So you're looking at what? You're looking at around about 86k here, just about 87 compared to her. You're looking at 50, 61, 71, 78, 79. So you're looking at about less than 10k base difference, right, on the stats. But because of all the multipliers, that becomes 30k difference on all the stats. You know? and that becomes 30%. What do you do with your extra tunes? I sell ones that are on the gold mythic wheel. Generally. I mean, I haven't sold any recently. But I sell them when they're on the gold mythic wheel. And then I keep them if they're ultra and stuff. Because if they ever do anything, I don't want to mess up, basically. I don't know why I've got so many LB3s not locked. Which is weird. Do you think they should have it where it automatically locks characters when they get to LB3? I think they should. I don't want to sell these guys. Surely it would stop them from having as many issues when it comes to people selling characters by mistake as well. Because when they get to LB3, you don't need to do anything with them. Right? There we go. Oh my goodness, there's more. There's so many more. I'm just doing this now because I'm worried. Everyone's checking their roster right now. Which ones are not locked? But yeah, I sell dupes that are on Gold Mythic Wheel, but I don't sell dupes that are ultra advanced. Generally speaking, that's how I roll. I do have like a dupe Clementine that I claimed on purpose. So like all these characters I'd sell. You know? You can go through and sell all these. It can be sometimes good to hold on to some of these for leveling. You can just level their first tier if you're desperate to level characters. So like this Carl is a ultra / advanced. So I'm not going to sell him. Alright. And I might not sell Krista either because it is a little bit harder to come by her. Even though she is on a Gold Mythic Wheel too, she's not in anything else. We've got some extra circuits. There we go. Quite a few Evas. Okay, we got an extra couple of these guys. I guess that means I must have maxed Eugene. An extra Tyrese. Like some of the ones I got like a ×5 on a character. Like you're gonna see a lot of that. What's his name? Hunter or something? Huntsman? I can't remember his name now. And event characters as well. I wouldn't sell dupes of. Why have I actually got dupes of her? Oh, stash. There was a stash. Okay, so there's 100. So someone's upgraded. Oh yeah, I must have leveled up someone to 845 just to get some XP. Okay. Just have a quick scan, make sure there's no one in here that does not have a green background. Green background means they're tier 1. Always worth to have a quick scan just in case you messed up. Randomly an LB3 character in here that I didn't see. Okay, there we go. And we can do the same again. The bits, unfortunately, there's not much to do with them at the moment. They need to add some more ways to spend the bits. I've recommended them adding guild bits to rare bits for the last couple of years, but nothing thus far. Peacekeeper. That's not the promo princess. Raulito, event character. Rosie. There we go. So I just sold 200s. I'll just leave it at that. But we are actually quite close to the end now because I'm starting to see this dude. Oh, I thought I had more Winter Harrisons. I might have leveled some of them up, to be honest. Let's just get it done. This is your fault, Kathy. You made me do this. Okay, trader. No, she is a promo. Sunday. And that's it, I think. Oh no, wait. Also, I would have got 5 copies of the characters that I already had. Like these guys. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Just looking at the background color, not much else. As long as it's green, it's okay, pretty much. That is it. That is it now. There might be a sneaky one in here somewhere. These two. The rest are either event characters, Gold Rush characters, or Ultras and stuff. And we'll just leave those. Yes. Cool. How many bits do I have? I probably could have looked, but we'll do it in the shop. 467. What can I buy, though? What can I buy? What can I buy? In your opinion, who is the best defense leader? I think that it is the Clementine. I don't know. I don't know. That like in a really, really good team, this guy annoys me. Or at least he used to. Not as much now. This guy used to be quite annoying in a really good team. I don't think leaders are generally that good, unfortunately. They're more about their leader skill. A lot of the team leaders are just average for whatever reason. Especially attack leaders, man. I got Maggie Max off that thing, thinking of swapping her with Titan. The leader. I'm talking about Maggie the lead. This one. Tough. Because of her leader skill. If we're talking about comboing with... Alright, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. You're going to swap Lily with Titan. Yeah, that's a fair one. That's a fair one. Imagine her with upgraded stats behind Maggie. Yes, please. Yeah. I mean, I can't see her stats yet because she's not in the tower. But I'm pretty sure that Mirabelle's stats are pretty decent balance. What's up, Steve? Most importantly, the avatars come pre-locked. Phew. I mean, it is actually good that they come pre-locked, but I think other things should get locked as well. The auto select to sell used to select upgraded. What, the long press? That's why I always check. I always check no matter what. I always check. You never know. You never know. Okay, I've done that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I still need Kyle's. I don't know how I haven't got him, guys. I don't know how. It's been like 4 gold rushes since I don't know how. I don't know. Do you know there's some poor person out there who hasn't got an LB3 over like a pretty important character? That's the messed up bit. Unfortunately, this guy isn't like important, but like he doesn't even feature on like advanced ultra wheels either. So I wouldn't even got lucky getting him that way. It's funny. Bite is awesome if you know what to do with him. The best attack leader is Fast Marcus. I mean, he's okay. but he can only have tough and fast, right? Or is it no, alert and fast? Right? So like you can't use Eva and Ghost in his team, like realistically, and get the buffs. Oh no. Oh no, it's the buff that he gives. At the start of each turn, yeah, fast and alert teammates. Is it who gets the AP? Fast and alert teammates get the buff. Like tough and strong teammates just get bonus HP or something like that, right? For each fighter in the team. Oh no, okay. Tough and strong teammates don't get anything. What team is that in? Where tough teammates get like either counter damage reduction or something like that. I can't remember. Can't remember what leader or like character does that. With debilitating status effects. It's hard to put down debilitating at the moment. Yeah. Although we just got that trader that could be used in this team. And you can put down 3 debilitating turn 1. That'd be 30% AP. So obviously it's a max of 50%. Because if you have all of them debilitating, it's a 50% AP gain. What's up, Seren? Is that Seren with a name change? In my opinion, Marcus is a completely higher class than all the other leaders. I still think Trader's really good. I think Marcus is good for the same reasons, most likely, in that he doesn't need a specialist skill because he's a control-based character. So he doesn't lose out so much. Whereas I think leaders that are damage dealers lose out so much by not having a specialist skill. Like, they're noticeably worse characters because of it. He does give 200 crit. Well, this guy. At the start of each wave, all teammates get 200 crit for 1 turn. 2 turns in. I don't know what that's about. 200 crit. Oh, just 100% crit chance would be better. I guess they didn't want it to sound the same as the Clementine. I think hers did something like that. At the start of each wave, turn all Telltale Allegiance. I don't know why they use the word turn there, because that makes it sound like a turn, but it's not. At the start of each wave, make all Telltale Allegiance teammates base critical hit chance 100% for the first 3 turns of combat. I think they didn't want to do that. Obviously, that's only Telltale, though. Like, Clementine's actually a good controller. She's a good controller. If you use her and then some characters that have light damage versus stunned enemies, oh, big potential. Combine him with Julie and watch the magic. Yeah, true. Julie has the but she doesn't. I mean, she does debilitating, but no, wait, disarm's not debilitating. You have to get kind of fortunate with the debilitating spreading around, because she can spread her own disarm as well, right? So you gotta get a bit fortunate. But yeah, that sounds like a pretty nice combo, to be honest. Okay, let's keep going here. Thanksgiving Sophia or Forsaken Michonne. Depends. Forsaken Michonne's better at taking out characters that don't have bonus HP. Whereas Sophia's better at taking out characters with bonus HP. So some teams rely on like heavy bonus HP, and Sophia can really take advantage. Sophia is better for payback, and yeah, pretty much. As long as she one-shots the Vengeance at least, which is gonna start becoming harder, and obviously she gets countered by Princess, who's the like strongest Vengeance character. You're not revealing your attack team in public. I mean, I wouldn't worry. I don't think anyone knows who you are, bruv. It's not going to make any difference. No one's going to be like, okay, the next war, I'm going to completely change my defense team based on this guy saying he uses this particular attack, you know? Revealing your defense team, you've got more chance of there being issues. Attack team doesn't really make much difference. You know, at the end of the day, it's very hard to build the same attack team as someone else because you need their mods, you need their characters, you need a lot of what they have, and just people don't always have the same stuff, you know. And weapons as well. Well, weapons are a big deal. Serena. Is it Seren? I did ask, didn't wait. Go. All right. Yeah, I'm guessing it is you. I'm guessing it is you. I'm guessing it is. Weapons are the big deal, indeed. And free to play just don't get weapons now. They just don't. Like the last 6 months to a year, it's been brutal for free to play. Absolutely brutal. But if you're willing to drop $200, you can get yourself a weapon that actually works. As you said before, someone out there is most likely already using the same team. Maybe. Maybe. But I don't use the same teams off stream as I do on stream when I war. Like, I war with particular characters on stream, and I war with particular characters and teams off stream. It's just the way it is. Because I like to have teams that are easy to use when I'm streaming, so that I can talk. But off stream, I don't mind using teams where I have to focus a little bit more because I don't have to talk, you know. And it's hard to really realize how hard it is to play this game when you're also trying to keep up with 4 or 5 conversations in chat at the same time. It's tough. I'm glad I make it look easy, but it can be really tough. Come on, Clementine, you need to rush. She got blued up. The AK-47 weapon for January is meh. Yeah. It's the same as the Christmas weapon. It has like one offensive or one defensive thing, and neither of them are like the best one is the 3rd slot on the AK-47. But to get that to work properly, you need to completely change the stat, the 4th slot, and maybe even the 2nd slot, because we don't know what type of AP that is. That could be AP when taking damage. It just says huge AP. Huge bonus to AP. We don't know where it's taking or taking damage or when attacking. The new weapons in the hammer store thing are rubbish. No, there's one really, really good weapon in that store. There's one really good weapon in that store. If you're going to go for a weapon, I would recommend this one. What's it called again? Winter Chaos. It's the one in the cheaper crate. And it's this one. This is a good weapon. You just change the 3rd slot. And then go for 50% attack. I made a video on this weapon when it first came into the Battle Pass. And on particular characters like Tyrese, this new Michonne, basically anyone who you want to hit hard as a strong character. It's actually really, really good. There you go. That's the one. Like, you could even potentially use, like, some proper off-brand characters here. Maybe, like, him. He could use his own weapon, which is amazing. He can use his own weapon. Also... Corvus, maybe. Could even use it. The reason the other guy's better, though, is because if he crits, he decaps the target that he hits. That's actually pretty decent, right? I think he can hit 4 times or something. Attack an enemy for 300% damage. That enemy gets 10%. His rush attack. Make an additional attack for each living enemy. So he can make 6 attacks. And then he can hit crits each time. Could be good if you've got the right team set up. What's his base stat balance? It's not too bad. Okay, that's not it maxed either. Oh, wait, is it maxed? 35k. Okay, no. It's not too bad. You're getting characters like 38k now, though. So he's, I mean, he's. Oh, was he just before the new characters? He might have been just before the new characters, man. Let me just look at this one. Okay, there we go. So it's 10k extra damage here. I mean, I told you what that's like. It just makes such a big difference. Let me just check. Was he unlucky? Because it's always going to be one character as the unlucky one. Oh no, he was... He might have been. I'll have to go back and check. I feel like he might have increased stats. He's got 43k by the looks of things. Sorry, is that 57k? My maths has gone terrible. 57k. And this character has around the same. So yeah, it was this character that got done. 40, yeah, 50. So it's like 7-8k less. So it's enough, man. It's enough. It makes a bigger difference. Big. Man, this character had really cool potential, but I think the trauma is just so low, man. 10%. It's like a single target. The one other enemy getting 7,000 trauma. If that was per hit that he did, like for each hit, then that would be sick. But I think it's just one trauma addition. 7,000 trauma just isn't enough. You know? It isn't enough. We don't have enough effects on attack. We need to be able to get trauma up really high. Like the highest trauma-based character is this character. Where she's at. And she is it like no one uses her for trauma, but she's the highest trauma character. Because she can give out 100k trauma turn 1, realistically. Because if you attack the leader with their adrenaline rush, you can give 25k trauma to all adjacent enemies. Now I have had that trauma proc a couple of times, and it's nice. It's a nice little bonus. But if you want it to be a proper trauma, it has to be much higher than that. Hina was the first. Yeah, I wasn't sure because sometimes they wait, Hina was the first, really? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I thought, yeah, sorry. But sometimes they put event characters in late, so I wasn't sure if Ezekiel got released before Hina or not, and then they just put him in late. But I think he got the stat boosts. So yeah, I think we've only got one free-to-play damage dealer since this. So like all these characters are like not free-to-play pretty much, or not damage dealers. Then we got him, and it's kind of questionable. And I think it's just Lydia, right? Oh, okay, we got him. His damage just is a bit underwhelming in my opinion. A bit underwhelming. It's kind of cool though. Yeah, Lydia is the one that's really good. She is really good. I saw some people talking about how like this Mirabelle is bad because she can't be used against Princess. I genuinely read someone say this, and I was like, my brain started to like malfunction. Just like, yeah, she's a support character, so she can't be used against Princess. But you wouldn't use her against Princess anyway, because you would use Lydia, right? Because Lydia nukes Princess. Lydia's built to destroy Princess. Free to play, this destroys one of the strongest defense teams in the game at the point of her release. But when she was released, Princess was really, really, really strong. Like, I was using Lydia to just destroy her. And decap. See you later. Straight away. Only issue is if she had absolute defense. That was the issue. But that's it, right? Until we potentially get this character who's a proper damage dealer. Yeah, it's rough. And now, Mirabelle. Mirabelle actually looks pretty decent in my opinion. I know some people are saying, yeah. But yeah, she's pretty decent. It's the worst event in ages. It's just the same event again. So like, you're not going to rate it as good as when you did it last time because you've already done it 10 times already, sort of thing. Playstyle and attack order play a big role. We can have the same teams with mods and weapons and still not produce the same results. Also RNG, which you can't control. Yeah, exactly. And also there is like, you know, there is some skill in the game. It isn't like a huge skill-based game, but there is some skill. It's more of a knowledge-based game, you know? And also what you have at your fingertips. You know, someone who's a massive whale with all the good things generally can do better than someone who doesn't have all those good things, but not necessarily be a better player. Just has better equipment, you know? Saying it's the worst event is a big claim. There have been worse. Oh, there's definitely been worse events in the entire time of RTS, for sure. Like, one of the very first ever events for Negan, when you had to get like a Michonne head, was terrible. And they apologized profusely about that. Like the very first event they ever did, it was a proper rug pull. Why did it default to this team? Do you think it'll beat it? I mean, it's got Alpha, who is really good at beating walkers because of her multi hits, but yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. The Green Morgan causes me some bad tea problems. Normalize will be good versus him. So like the new Lily will be good against him. You can just normalize in turn 1 and nuke him. And then if he's got crosshairs or something, he's decapped. So yeah. Silas scored. Yeah, I could see it happening. If it remains 1-0, I'll be happy enough. I don't want it to be like an absolute drubbing. And I don't want any injuries, although I already know we had an injury before the game started. That's pretty much what I'm aiming for. No injuries. No more injuries, please. The highest trauma is Nor. Is she? She does more than 100k trauma. Duck. I'm hoping Lily will be a destroyer. But Lone Wolves are definitely strongest at the moment. Yeah, for sure. The Lone Wolves are definitely the strongest. I mean, if they're smart, they'll rerun them quick because they're getting high praise. And people will want to pull for them, you know? Eva and Ghost can deal with him. To a certain extent. To a certain extent. 1-1. I know who scored. I'm going to guess. It's going to be Big Joe. Or it's going to be... Actually, can't really think of anyone else who might have scored. Joe Linton just pops up and scores random goals all the time. What's up, Oscar? Welcome to the stream. The almost identical weekly missions for Mira and Lily are offset by the most days possible. At least talent upgrades was toned down a bit. Yeah, I mean, after the Lily event's done, though, it's done. Like, we haven't got any more Awakens, you know, lined up. So unless they kick that back off, it's just going to be those new weekly ones. What's the new Isaac? I think he's quite an underrated player, honestly. What's the new number, Steve? Do you know? What's up, Jamie? I'm pretty new at the game. Should I save my gold coins for later pulls? Gold coins generally aren't that good for pulls. You should save your ultra tokens, and you should save your advanced tokens for pulls. Okay? I need to make a video about this because I get asked this a lot, and it'll be a good reference. But basically, you want to save ultra tokens for a minimum of 18 pulls. But that's really being still risky. I would recommend a minimum of a 24, right? Because your average to get an ultra character is 18 pulls. But if you get unlucky, you know, generally speaking, ultra characters are only good at limit break 3. Like really, really good at limit break 3. And they do this because they want spenders to get 5 versions of the character. You know, they do that. That one in particular, that LB3 -1 starting cooldown, basically means the character is almost unusable to a certain extent if you don't have a first turn signature move a lot of the time. You also miss out on generally the best passive a lot of the time. So you could potentially miss out on massive. This isn't as amazing, but first turn signature moves enough. You also miss out on stats. You want to get LB3. It takes roughly 18 pulls to get a character to limit break 3 on an ultra on average, but you can get unlucky and you can get lucky. But you should plan for worst case scenario realistically. Now advanced is a little bit different. The average to get an advanced character is 30 pulls. 24 pulls. So I would save 30. For instance, when I pulled for Sandy, it took me 27. I got a little bit unlucky, but the difference between getting normal and a little bit unlucky isn't that much, you know? So I would save for 30 pulls to get this character. Now, when you're talking about gold coins, one of the best things you can do, and this was recommended to me by a couple of people in chat, Cygnus, Bretlands, among them, is buy stuff here. The things you desperately need. Some of them are more important than others. For instance, this is one of the best offers in the game. For 85 coins, you can buy it 4 times. Like this. 255 coins. And then it gives you a ton of crates. 12 of each of these crates. So I've just got 12 fire starters and ghillie suits. It means you don't have to farm the world map as much. These are really good to buy for anyone who can get coins. This is pretty much one of the best things you can buy on a weekly basis. It is also non-trait specific, so like you can use this on every trait. You can use this for your fast characters, your strong characters, your tough characters, and you need all this gear. You need all this gear for mythics, so that's good. Then you have the specific ones that pop up from time to time. These can also be pretty good to get. It really depends on how your situation is with these pieces of gear. It's a shame they don't show you how many of those pieces of gear you've got. That's a shame. But you can easily go see, you know. So this is, it says strong gear. Is that strong? Is that strong? Why do I think that's not strong? Wait, what's tough? Wait, hold up a sec. Hold up a sec. Tough. Like, I've got 35 of them, so I don't need these. That's alert. That's tough. Oh, that's tough. Okay. And then that's fast. Okay. So you can see my fast situation is pretty bad. And you know why my fast situation is pretty bad, right? It's because we just had 3 fast event characters in a row, and now we're going to get another one. And also, there's been a fast promo that I got in Sandy, so yeah, fantastic. But you can see my canteens and GPS are really low. My hand crank radios are really low. So those crates are really good. So yeah, it's worth getting. Do they pop up like every week, those offers? I don't normally get those, to be honest. I don't normally get these things. But they are really good to get. Where are they? Where is it? Weekly? It is weekly. It was a weekly offer, right? No. That's a daily offer. You can buy it every day if you want. That's pretty good. I'm not sure about some of the other offers. I mean, so these seem quite expensive, honestly. The amount of gold you have to use. These seem quite pricey. And this is more if you're desperate. Like, the relative cost to coins for this stuff is nuts. Like, 300 gold medals, 1,300 means you're spending like 15 quid nearly just on 300 gold medals, which is nuts. Which is almost like, you know, that's like $17, $18. It's kind of crazy. So like, that's desperation, I think. Where is it? Honestly, that's kind of desperation. Like, if you really need to like finish an event where it asks you to use gold medals, maybe. You know, but the daily offer seems pretty decent. That's enough gear to get one character fully maxed. What I just bought, 250 coins. It's not too crazy. Looks like a gold rush is coming soon, given all those token deals. Where's that? Gold rush. Oh, you mean in here? Ah, right, yeah, true. True. I mean, that's like, I mean, these aren't actually bad, like bad offers, to be honest. I mean, look at that. That's actually not too bad at all. 3 quid, less than 3 quid. That's gonna be like $3.50 for 3 pulls, but you could get a lot more. You're like, your average gonna get 6 pulls. RNG could get 100k. I'm going to go ahead and say this, guys. The next gold mythic character, I think it's going to be pretty special. Could be pretty special. I'm putting £5 on it. $5. Little special. How do you like the raid milestone rewards? I think they're pretty good. The Paragon and stuff at the end is nice. Where do you get coins? Leaks. I just got promoted, so I got some coins. Get some coins like this. You can also get coins in arenas if you really want. Champs Arena. I haven't done Champions Arena for a long time. You know, I used to finish in top 5 Champions Arena a lot. When coins meant a lot, I used to grind coins out like crazy. I used to do it in 2 regions as well, guys, because you could get arena awards in 2 regions. You just couldn't get league rewards in 2 regions. So I used to get like arena rewards in 2 regions. Then I even tried to start making some lower accounts to get arena rewards in lower arenas. When Mythics first started. And it worked for the first couple of weeks, but then my roster just didn't get good enough. Like, I got Ivan Nova. And it was good enough that I could like win arenas for the first couple of weeks. Coins are hardly worth it now. Yeah, I mean, this is true, but you can get gear, like was said. These gear offers are good. Like, I just bought this one, and these gear crates are good. Like, this, you get enough gear here for 250 coins to fully max out a character. You know. And this is a lot of world energy and a lot of time that you'll take to farm all these. You know, I just got 16 of each of these crates. So if you want to manually farm it, it takes a lot. Or if you want to use auto tokens, it will take a lot of those as well. Do you know if they will add new tunes to the Mythic Market in 16 days? I hope they do. I hope they do. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, guys. This is what I'm gonna say about this. You ready? If they don't add a new character, Heng Yan, Peter Anderson, Wang Fe, I reckon they're never gonna do it ever again. This is their chance, because they missed it last time because they were meant to do it last time. So if they don't do it this time, I think they just abandoned it. They're not adding any characters in here again, which would be really sad because this is one of the best ways to give free-to-play a character. And also, none of these characters have the more boosted stats. So there is not an accessible character of these three that has the boosted stats like all these recent characters. I really hope we get one. I really do. But if they don't do one, I would be very surprised if we ever get it again. I hope that we don't have the crazy long reset that we had last time, which was 150 days. But we probably will. I think the store was good otherwise. Like what's on the screen right now was good, but as you can see, I didn't buy anything because I participated in these events and got them. But then there are characters in events recently that I haven't got, so maybe they'll give me something that I haven't got, and maybe they'll give me an advanced and ultra character that I haven't got this time. It'd be nice. It would be nice. There are a bunch that I don't have. Kyle, I really, really want Kyle. Like, a lot. Who else do I want? I wouldn't mind Lucas. I mean, I guess we're probably looking at older characters, to be fair. Yeah, probably have to go back. Like, Aaron, I wouldn't mind. Raiden would be okay. I haven't got Carson. Davey. I haven't got a Max Sarge. I think my Sarge... Did I get a Sarge? I think I pulled a second Sarge, actually. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. They probably are going to do characters around here and to here, I guess. They're not going to go too much further than this. I'd be surprised if they do anything like that. We'll see. Let me see. Did I get a Sarge? No. Sad. I got 200k from the Chance Crates Ultra. Congratulations. I don't think I can afford any. Faction note. My brain. I cannot afford any. I'm not sure what I'm going to go for in here. Nothing really is that big a deal for me. You can't afford this as a free to play. I'd probably go for Rick Grimes Axe if I could, just because it'd be cool to have it. You know, you could put it on like this weapon would be good on Julie, for instance. I'm not sure if does she have a double chance to proc her pain spread if it's on weapon and her kit. That would actually be really good. But this would be ideal for Julie. But you're not gonna. I don't think you can get that free to play. Like if you get every single reward, the calipers, you can't afford that. You can afford this one. The top weapon, I don't think is that amazing. You know, this is one that you can just craft in the armory. It will have maybe slightly better stats by like 5%. Not worth. This one would definitely be the one to go for. You can't craft this in the armory. The third slot you can't craft. The fourth slot you can't craft. Not for strong anyway. But yeah, that's a much better one. For sure. Hopefully Mythic Market stays the same with helping free to play. I mean, we'll see. I'd like to be able to get something out of it. You know? I'd like to be able to get something out of it. The Mythic Gear is true. Nothing in there want free to play even. Must have them all by now. We don't want gold mythic characters on those wheels. Former events, maybe? I don't know. Any good region transfer recommendations? I get asked this quite a lot. I don't know all the regions in the game. I don't. The best thing you can do is you can go on to the official Discord and look at the transfers section. And there are people advertising. And you can also just say, hey guys, I'm level this. You know, I score this much in war. I need a new faction. That's your best hope. I'm only looking for minimally useful characters for this meta. Yeah. I don't think there are too many that aren't like quite new, honestly. Like, I don't know how free to play deal with this character. How does other than the flea button, right? How does free to play deal with this dude? I have no idea. I just Zachary him. I just Zachary pop this guy. But I don't know how other people deal with him. This guy's nasty. Really, really, really nasty. I'm thankful he is not as abundant, like he's not around us as much either. I don't see him like on a huge amount of teams. I use Eva and Ghost and Sophia, but you're proccing him twice with Eva and Ghost, right? Raven. Yeah, Raven. I'm not sure how I built mine. Did I build mine anti-Raven? I might not even have mods on mine, to be honest. I did a remod stream, but I'm not sure if he was in it. I'm doing... Oh, I was cheesing the disarm tower, probably. Cheesing the disarm tower. I think I can put him in a team where he gets stun resist, because I think there's characters that give out stun resist, right? Who was that character? Was that Holly? Holly. Give normalize resist and cleanse debilitating. Happy New Year, Seren. 37,320 should be the Calip account if CRW is 2 times the amount. Oh, right, okay. Did they not list the amount that you get that way? Okay, maybe it is doable. I mean, I might actually go for it. I might actually go for that, because I like that weapon quite a lot, actually. Pretty sure this used to be a $200 weapon as well. Like, that's actually a reasonably well-made weapon. I think... really depends on if pain spread works with Julie's last slot. Does anyone have this weapon and know if it works with Julie as like where she can pain spread twice because she's got it on her passives as well? Because if she can, now that's interesting. Real interesting. I might try and make a video about that actually. One sec. Is it worth getting this weapon? You know, sort of thing. Is the Mirabelle really good? I think Mirabelle's good, yes. I like Mirabelle a lot. Especially if you've got this weapon. I'm going to be using this weapon on her. Because she doesn't need attack stat. Well, she needs attack stat, but she doesn't need like weapon boosts like 1535 as much as other characters because she gets boosts from her passives. So I'm going to be using... this weapon. I reset it. Ransack on her. And what else is... what's in her last slot? She's got... yeah, she can ransack away. She'll ransack away Halo. And then she'll potentially crit 100% heal reduction. And then when they're down, they won't be able to revive. Right? That's what I've got in my head. My Eva and Ghost crit. Yeah, but that's his weapon. I'm talking about his weapon. You'll proc his weapon. That's the biggest issue with him attacking him is his weapon. Where is it? The improved bloody aid. You got a chance to preemptively apply 5k bleed to all enemies. This is the issue. Big one as well. This is the issue. But I think that would work. I'm like this is what the game's meant to be about, right? You see a character coming out, you know, potentially free to play, potentially not, and you get excited and also creative on what you could potentially do with that character. I didn't get that feeling about Thomas Richards. I didn't get that feeling about Dwight. I got that feeling a little bit about Carol, but I was mainly just disappointed with the fact that the mod didn't work on her. But I'm getting that feeling with Mirabelle. I think she has some pretty good potential. Bit of a watch party. I haven't had that happen. Well, the weapon will always proc. She doesn't stop weapon procs. Unless you're disarming her with someone else, which you can do. Like Wanderer and stuff like that. 2-1 to Newcastle, right? Yeah. Definitely. Do we need special key to get mirror? No. The special keys for just additional rewards like a battle pass, like getting trainers and stuff. You should be able to get Mirabelle completely free to play by the looks of things, as long as you complete all the individual events. You need 2,000 of the items to get Mirabelle, and you get 3,000 free to play. There is also a half decent mod in there as well. There's the Confuse Resist mods, which looks pretty decent. Well, it could be because I use Carol with them. I mean, Carol doesn't stop bleed either. Oh, that Carol. I mean, okay. Sneezing. Oh, blimey. Oh, sneezing so much. Kathy, did your name used to be spelt different? I don't know why, but I feel like you changed the spelling of your name. I could be remembering wrong. I'm terrible with names. No. For some reason I used to thought like I've got a memory like it was an I instead of a Y. But like I say, I remember names wrong pretty badly. Okay, sorry, I'm just doing something in another game quickly. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ugh. This other game I play, it's kind of funny, but they have a really good store. You know, like our Supply Depot? Their version of Supply Depot is so good. It resets every hour. Like, R1 resets, what, once a week? Theirs resets every hour. Every single hour. Madness. 3-1, Jesus. There's the extra weapon crate for completing all the mirror missions. Plus buying the key. Yeah, that is true. But you don't, it isn't required. And what was in that crate? There was one good weapon. There was the Ransack Alert weapon. How much is the key? Did they list the price? If it's like $10, $15, it could be decent. But they're just basically treating that as a secondary battle pass now. Which just seems bizarre. Because the main battle pass, I don't know. The main battle pass isn't that good. They could easily improve the main battle pass, you know? But yeah. Just my thoughts on that one. So Liverpool going to win the title now. I mean, this is a really good opportunity. Everyone else is playing really badly, except Aston Villa. Like, Aston Villa's just playing amazing. Freaking Aston Villa. What was the other weapon in that? Ransack, alert weapon, and I don't really remember what the other weapon was, just because that weapon's pretty good. I was having some weird animation issue though. 3-2. This sounds like an entertaining game. I'm not gonna lie. How many minutes was that? 10 minutes, 3 goals. Do you guys remember the classic Newcastle Liverpool games that were short, like in the same season with 4-3 both times? I think they're both rated as 2 of the top 10 Premiership games of all time. Just because it was just so end to end. That was when Newcastle were like the entertainers, you know. Terrible defense, but always on the attack. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. We've had 30 shots to 4. Yeah, we do counter attacks though. I think we're playing like that now because of the injuries. We normally do high press, but I'm not sure. We kind of haven't done high press that much recently. Just because it knackers players out too much. No price shown. We'll know in 3 hours. 4th of July, Deagle, and oh yeah, is the Secretary Guo Flintlock the one that does counter damage reduction to adjacent teammates? Yeah. It's a shame that the 4 slots are so vital for 1535, and if they're not 1535, they really have to be good. Really have to be good. So if they're just kind of average, then it's just like, eh. Yeah, 4-3 games, the classics, man. I was just Stan Collymore, right? Good old Collymore. But yeah, I think that those are rated as 2 of the top 10 games of all-time Premiership games, both of them. And they're in the same season, same teams. Kind of funny. Easier to act than react when you have a hangover. I don't think I've ever had a hangover. I've been drunk. I've been tipsy, but I haven't been absolutely smashed. And I generally just don't overdrink because I'm worried. I wouldn't know what I wouldn't want to lose my faculties or whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't want to lose control because I could do something. I could hurt somebody. Really, I'm twice the size of most people. When I used to go out with my friends, they used to get absolutely obliterated. But I would just be like kind of tipsy. And they're like, oh, come on, drink loads. And I'm like, nah, mate. I might decide to get up on the bar and like elbow drop the owner of the pub. The football. Oh no, they're professionals. They're professionals. In England, we people play on Boxing Day, so 26th. They play football matches, and then on New Year's Eve, yesterday and today. But there's only one game today. It is kind of weird that there's only one game today, and the other games played 2 days ago. I'm not really sure why that is. I don't think that's a penalty. VAR, do some justice for once. Get something right, maybe. I saw a red card earlier that looked bizarre. It was in the championship. I think it was in the championship. It's kind of a weird one. How did he rush? Taunted. A cheeky taunt. Yeah. How good is he at controlling? Taunt a line of enemies for 1 turn. And taunt enemies for 1 turn. It's not too bad. It's been given. Home team advantage, that is. Shake my head. Wait, where's that burn coming from? Is that him? Yeah, wait. Tough and strong get burn. Tough and strong. Trying to think of a team where he'd be really good against them as a burn bleed kind of style attack team. Can't really think of any. 4-2. I think we're in for a classic. How long's left? It can't be long left. It must be literally like in 90th minute. At least we got a couple of goals. Made it a little bit entertaining. You know, at least we're not someone like Man United, you know. Foreman's, yeah. Is that extra time or? We can score two goals in 4 minutes. What's the over-under? This game's entertaining. Yeah. It still won't drive people to like Newcastle though. The amount of people that hate Newcastle now, it's crazy. Just because we got new owners, it's mad. When we were bottom of the table and got new owners, it was like, oh, good job Newcastle getting out of the relegation zone. When we qualify for Champions League, everything changes. Oh, don't know about this one. Not so sure about this. I'm not so sure about this. I don't think they deserve it. It's like, what are you meant to do other than get in the top 4 to get Champions League? Oh, plus time landed on. So you're probably looking at another 5 minutes on top. I mean, it could be 6-2, or it could be 4-4. I'm gonna go with 5-3, guys. That's my final offer. Both teams score another goal. We score first to make it entertaining and like nail biter, and then another goal gets scored right at the end. A kind of FU moment, because Liverpool have a recent history of scoring like goal in the 98th minute against Newcastle. They've done it so many times in the last couple of years. Could be another 4-3. We like that score. Yeah. Has this actually been as good as those games though? Those games were so end to end. It was mad. I guess if we're really playing counter, probably not as much. Man, our squad just needs to get a boost. Our bench is kind of messed. We need a boost. You could probably watch it then, Seren. This is the only Premier League game on today. I just took out Sandy. Oh no, I thought Lydia was Sandy. In my head, I was like, I just took out Sandy with Sandy. That is incorrect. Actually incorrect. Actually incorrect. Okay. That's all that done. I'm going to enjoy what... There's no match of the day on tonight, is there? I was going to say I enjoy watching the highlights, but... Maybe not. Maybe not. Looking now, I think I have Premier League. Yeah, sorry, I read that one already. I think I've done everything I need to do in the game. Until this event starts tonight, the game is pretty chill. But when the event starts tonight, there's going to be extra road maps. I have to, and like a new mini event will start up as well. Yeah. Let's see what we're doing for the missions, actually. $50 raids. I'm hoping there's a raid tournament tonight. Fighters, SR stages, talent upgrades. Man, the talent upgrades. I don't know who to do talent upgrades of now. Oh, roadmap stages, not SR stages. I've done the SR stages. Yeah. I think I maxed out my Sandy. So no skill upgrades here. Yeah. I guess I could just go through my characters one by one to figure out what I'm going to do skill upgrade wise. I don't want to start doing silvers. I'm pretty sure I did him. I really don't want to start doing silvers, man. Really don't. I guess we could do cunning here. What's this? Yeah, perfect assault isn't really that big a deal. Yeah, that's alright. I'll do that one. Potent strain. Pretty sure I maxed him. I might not have maxed Eric actually. Precision. I'll get a bit of precision. Okay. I randomly feel like I haven't done her. Okay. We did a couple. We need to figure out who else we can do. Once again, I'm going to miss out on a character due to being busy. The month-long events aren't hard. They're just boring. Like, I don't think we should... They're not difficult to complete the road maps. Like, it's not difficult to do the Lily road maps. It's just boring. That's all. It doesn't take time. It doesn't take a crazy amount of time. Like, you could probably do the events in like an hour a week. New events. I wouldn't think it would take too much longer than that. Most goals, both teams, a game is 9 or so. I mean, there's been games where it's been 9-0. There was one last season. I think Liverpool won 9-0. Newcastle won 8-0 this season, I think. Or 8-0, as we like to say. There's been 4-4-alls. I don't know if there's been a 5-all. Newcastle had one of the best comebacks of all time. Came back from 4-0 down to 4-all. That was a banging result. Against Arsenal as well, I think it was. So it wasn't like some random team. Actually, was it against Arsenal or was it against Tottenham? I can't remember, actually. I think I'm getting confused with the Manchester United comeback against Tottenham. I'm not sure. I've watched so much football. I've watched way too much football. Arenas. Do I have to do arena attacks? Okay. That's not fantastic. I'll do this. Nine one. 9-1. Who won 9-1? I know Man United beat Ipswich 9-0. Newcastle beat Sheffield United this season 8-0. Liverpool beat... Oh, who did they beat 9-0 last season? Was it Fulham? Can't remember who they beat 9-0 last season. Was it last season or the season before that, actually? I'm not sure. They beat Man United 7-0. That was hilarious. That was just hilarious. That was a good one. Okay, let's go arenas. Endurance. Endurance. Let's go. I'm not really looking to score good. Just to win Raz. That's all I'm looking to do. I'm not going to use any tickets this time around. Or should I? I don't know. Okay, that's that. It doesn't matter. Mini event one just got posted on Discord. Okay, I can check it out. If this mini event one starts tonight, sad. And it starts tonight. So they're giving people just like no time, no heads up on these things. 2 hours. What's the point of posting any event information, to be honest? It's got to be at least 24 hours notice on these events. Okay, the first mini event is called Golden Pursuit, and it's going to have the t-shirts involved. So you're getting the t-shirts for the mission to get the hats, and then it's going to have these golden feathers. Collect golden quills from the login calendar. Level up tournaments and daily missions. Use the golden quills as energy in the roadmap to get rewarded with bloody t-shirts. Does this sound familiar? Sounds exactly like the last event with one of the light bulbs. You know, it's just the same. Event times, it starts today and it lasts for a week. And then the login calendars. Oh look, the login calendar gives 50 New Year hats and then 50 New Year hats again on the days. It's just a copy-paste event. I don't mind copy-paste events, but they have to be 3 months apart. so it doesn't feel like it's 100% just a copy paste event again. Like at this point, Scopely's just farming people, and that's bad. But yeah, this event will span across 2 level up tournaments. Players will be able to get 200 golden quills from each tournament. 700 total so far with the login plus this, so that's 700 golden quills. Daily missions will also give golden quills. There'll be raid daily mission, which will require you to do 12 raid wins. It's giving you actually quite a lot of golden quills for doing this. That's going to coincide with the raid tournament, thankfully. That's good. Then it's going to be faction assault energy. So you just have to use all your energy in faction assault, and that gives less golden quills for some reason. Not sure why that is, but the next one is doing SR stages. This might not coincide with SR, but we have daily SR. Daily golden quill mission day 4 is kill walkers. Day 5 is level up any mythic fighters 250 times. You can do that with silvers pretty easily. And then day 6 is use world energy 100, which is really, really low. And then win arena battles 5, which is just your natural arena battles energy, but you have to win all of them. So that's 1,000 golden quills so far, and we'll try and guesstimate the cost of this as we progress. Looking at 55, 125, jeez, 195 plus 35, so that's 230. 200, 335, 435, 475, 575, 605, 705, 755, 780. Oh my goodness. 980. 880 maybe. 880, 910. 930, sorry. So that maybe there's 10, unless I miscalculated. They're giving you extra 10, but I doubt it. It's going to be 1,000. Yeah, total golden coins needed 1,000. But they've done this wrong before. It might be slightly wrong here, but they're saying it needs 1,000. And then, so you need to get all the quells. You also can't fail a stage. We don't know how hard the stages are, but also if your game crashes, I don't know why they make it so cutthroat. Man, I'm playing another game right now where it's just been so nice. It's been so nice to do stuff, man. And so many people are spending money every single weekend. People are just throwing money at the game because it's fun, you know. But you know, maybe making events really heavily grindy is the way to go. So that's the mini event. Same as what we had before. Nothing really changed. Just maybe the numbers have changed. The amount of energy we need to get. You know, the amount of stages maybe we need to do. But everything else is the same. It's all the same. No real change. No change. We just got a load of tokens. What did I complete? I completed arenas maybe. Oh, arenas down here. Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. Did I just do... I've done 15 arena battles. Okay, so I've already... Oh, no, I haven't. 5... I'll complete 5, win 5. Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot to scroll down enough to do that. Yeah, I bet there are some people who do the same, just forget to scroll down. I forget there's arena battles there. Okay, cool. Cool. Crappy New Year. So when doing the stages, play as if they aren't easy. Yeah, pretty much. Like, you definitely use a character like this. What's up, Mini Baker?
Feels good. Sounds
Like
good.
this. Hey, Mr. C, 1 second. This one. Because they use Burn Bleed all the time now to try and catch you out. So just use William, you know? Mr. C, thank you so much, bruv. Thank you so much. 51 months.
Feels good. Sounds
And Christian
good.
as well. Thank you very much. And you're 9 months. 51 months means... Oh, you're 9 months away from the next badge. I don't know if I'm even able to do a next badge yet. But, yeah, it's weird. But you got a blue badge. Looks good. Couldn't join yesterday on the stream, but at least I can today. Happy New Year. Indeed. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good New Year's. Enjoyed yourself. And Christian, thank you very much. Ever so much. I think you sent me some messages on Discord. Someone has. I think it was you because I can see it's a blue mark, like a blue icon. I think it's you. I will be checking my Discord after stream, which is actually going to be very soon. Actually, very soon. Okay, we can do 2 hours one day, 2 hours. Okay. Okay. Okay, we've done everything. This feels bizarre. Like I've done everything and I haven't done that much because there just isn't many roadmaps going on. We've had non-stop roadmaps for like 3 months. It felt like, and now it's kind of chill. I'm 2 months away from the purple badge. Nice. What's that? 36. That's really good, man. Yes, I mean honestly, the numbers, the amount of time people have been members is really crazy. Just more thanks, man. You don't have to keep thanking me, man. After yesterday, bro. That's too much. Did you share the video with your guild in Watcher of Realms and say, look, he showed you on, he showed the guild. He showed the guild on his video. Man, my reaction to your pulls was crazy. Indeed I did. Cool, man. That's cool. I've been away for so long. It's all good, man. It's all good. So busy in your streams on Thursday and can't really join that one anymore. I mean, if you're available, you're available. If you're not, it's all good. I mean, my streams, if you want to rewatch them, you know, some people just have me as background noise when they're in the car or something. I'm absolutely fine with that. If you're more about interaction, you want to jump on the stream and chat, you know, I'll see you on Mondays or war streams and stuff like that. It's all good. If you can join, you can join. I left a reply on your last video. I think I saw it, yeah. I think I saw it. There's been a lot of comments recently talking about the stuff. Did everyone vote on my poll, by the way? I'm going to be trying to make a video tomorrow about it. It was about hitting 250k in war. Like, did you hit 100k? Did you hit between 100k and 249k, or did you hit 250k plus? Just make sure all you have to do is go on to the community tab on my channel and make sure you vote on that. And if you want to share it with your faction too, that'd be great. I think there's 300 votes on that so far, so it's decent. But the more numbers we get, the better it is. Because I just want to highlight the fact of how bad this is. I figured it was going to be bad, but it's a little bit worse than I thought it was so far. But I'm also going to be running some numbers on the war I was in, which I can do quite easily because I can see past war scores in terms of how many people hit that perfection. Ugh. Is the war point system the same as usual? Takes 3 hours for 100k. Yeah, pretty much. It depends on your attack teams, and it depends who you face, obviously. You know how it goes. But if you've got the latest and greatest attack team, you can blitz teams. You can get 20k, like 15 to 20k war without too much of a problem. And you can get 5 wars, generally speaking, every 2 hours. So in 2 hours, you can get between 75k and 100k now with one of the better teams. But because of this new system that is in, I mean, you played when this was around. Overkill is around. You can score a lot more that way if your faction organizes Overkill, but only one faction can do Overkill realistically, and it's the strongest faction, as in a battle. So the people at the top aren't affected by the fact that 250k is an issue and stuff like that. But I will say that in the last war, only 16 or 17 in the top faction got 250k. So you have no idea what that is. It's the you might have been around just as it started to get introduced. People figured out that you could hit a Merc camp, the same defense with all of your people, so you could hit them 8 times. So if you all selected the same defense and all attacked at the same time, and that's basically what's happening. That's called overkill. You're killing more than they actually have lives, and that's the only way. Like the people who won War of Champions are the people who did the overkill the most, because you have to do it to win. You can't win War of Champions without doing it. You can't win a CRW without doing it. And it's a dreadful system. Just straight up, it's boring. I'm really thankful that 66 doesn't bother doing it. Very thankful. Now it's 3 indeed. So now it's 3 defenses plus tower defense. So yeah. Kind of mental. Now, the more defenses is nice. Well, at least it was, because generally speaking, someone always had a slightly weaker defense. But now there are people with full promo defense teams. Like every single one's promo. But the overkill side of things isn't great, in my opinion. 3 defense teams, each has 2 lives. Tower defense, it was 1 team, 1 life. Yeah. Yep. And then the tower team works like a raid, so you don't know what the team is, you just know the leader. I guess that's the only benefit, basically. And it's also random, you don't get to choose which team you attack if there's 5 teams in there. You know, kind of the standard how it has always been. Not fantastic, you know. Not fantastic. Let's see what we get here. See what we get here. I think there's a katana in here that I really want. I think. The one that's there on my left right now, I think I want that one. Like a bloodied Michonne katana. There's so much stuff in here that like the chance of getting it is very, very low. I got baited. I just saw that katana. I was like, those are 3 stars. Those are 3 stars. We've got a lot of weapon tokens, to be honest. Oh, Rosita's weapon. 4 more. We'll let them go out. Let's see. Ice pick. Meat cleaver. There you go. Okay. It's so cold here, by the way. It's minus 24 degrees. Yeah, you can have that. You can keep that. Keep it. I don't need that. My tower team hasn't been being much. How do you know? It might not just be targeted that much. That's the thing. They don't tell you. I wish you got points for defending. That would be kind of cool. I'd rather have the rainy London. You see, the thing is, right? What a lot of people don't realise about London is it isn't, well, England in general, it isn't just wet. It's also really windy, right? And you might think, well, that doesn't mean anything. It means that if it's wet, it also brings like cold wind with it. If it's actually cold, the chill is crazy. Like if it's minus, let's say it goes to -1 just on temperature, the fact that it's windy at the same time, it gets much worse temperature, right? Everything's enhanced in the UK with the wind and the rain. You know, our humidity is just crazy high, and the wind is nuts. Like there was a tornado in Manchester last week. like I'm pretty sure I read that there was a tornado in Manchester. It took some roofs off some houses. It didn't. It wasn't a massive one. It didn't touch down like they do in like America and stuff, but. You know, it was enough that it happened in the UK. I can see you. Do you see the fens on towers in Warlog? I did not know that. I did not know that. I don't really check the Warlog that much, I'll be honest. I know my own defense, but yeah, it's the same in Stockholm in some parts. It's very windy, but I see the point. It did be colder than what one may assume. Yeah, I mean, it's not -24. You can still keep that. You can still, but to be fair, like houses in Sweden are built for -24 to a certain extent, right? They're built for that really massive cold, and houses in the UK are built for wind. We have brick houses. We have heavy duty houses. The second that summer comes around where we have that 2 to 4 weeks of heat, we're not built for that. We're not built for that. It's sweltering. It's terrible. Like our houses become furnaces. It's crazy. Last war I faced a faction where I killed every camp and was down almost double our score and lost because of overkill. Had 40k myself. Yeah. Overkill does be like that. At least they fixed the remain alive issue that they had, where like camps staying alive would get loads and loads of points for the war, and then they'd basically overtake. That one war where it happened was terrible. I think it was actually was it a qualifier where that happened? Man, I think it was. -36, a chilly record in here. Yikes. That is horrible. I think they should also remove the ability to repair if they are retreating. They don't get the bonus if they repair and retreat. They don't get that bonus. But I get what you mean. Yeah, first qualifier, last walk. Yeah. -36. Holy. Holy moly. I know, but the winning faction gets a faction destroy bonus, and that way we can't get it. Yeah, true. I get that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they're going to change anything in War, unfortunately. Like, if War Champions is just around the corner, they'd have to change something now, but they're doing this event, so I don't think they're going to change anything in this middle of this event. So I think Overkill, like in my mind, Overkill's here to stay now. You know? Sad, but it is the way it is. I think it's hurting the game, but it is the way it is. I don't think they're going to put in the time to try and eliminate it. I don't know. I don't think they know what to do. I don't think they know what to do, to be honest. But yeah. My next stream, guys, is going to be on Thursday. I'll try to get a video out tomorrow. At worst, it'll be Wednesday. It really depends on when Scopely come to me and say, hey, there's a character coming out. If there's a character coming out Wednesday, then I'll bring out a video tomorrow. If there's a character coming out Thursday, I'll bring it out Wednesday. If there's a character coming out tomorrow, I'm going to be pissed. But, I mean, it theoretically could happen. Because last Tuesday, we had Sandy, but I haven't been messaged or anything about a character coming out tomorrow. But if there is one, I'll have to bring out a video really early tomorrow, which will suck. It's mainly making it. It isn't even about it having to be released earlier. It's mainly making the video. New Sandy over upcoming Mirabelle? What do you mean over? Like, which one's better? Like, Sandy's a promo. Like, she's generally going to be better. I think Sandy's good, but the comments I see of people saying she's bad, it sounds like they're using her in the wrong team. And, like, against the wrong teams. Like, I asked some people what teams they're using her in, and they told me, like, 4 damage dealers in the same team, and I'm just like, well, yeah, she's probably not going to be that great in that team. Like, against bite defense teams, like, yep, she's probably not going to be, she's not doing any trait damage, you know? Characters need to do trait damage. I'm curious about the new Jiang. Apparently, I'm not going to tell you what it is, guys, but you guys can try and work it out if you go back to his video. Apparently, in his art, you can work out when his release date is. Apparently, I was told this. You can kind of work out when his release date could be. That's kind of interesting. I'll mention it in another video in the future, but if you guys want to go and have some fun with that, you can try and work it out. See you later, Mr. C. Which is better in your opinion? I think Sandy's better. But the potential of Mirabelle is really good if you build the right team. You have to build a team for her, though. Sandy can just do something alone. She doesn't need anyone to do something. Like, she doesn't need buffs and stuff like that. Whereas Mirabelle needs negative effects. If you're building a good team, you should have negative effects no matter what, but she needs them. But they're also very different. I think Mirabelle's kind of a very different character in herself as well, because she can ransack with that weapon, plus get damage bonuses with her passives. Whereas Sandy's just a pure damage dealer. Just a pure damage dealer. I think, does she have a little bit of control? Okay, she's not here yet. Does she have a little bit of control? I can't remember. I think she had a little bit, right? Just a little sprinkle. Yeah, she had Confuse, which is really good against Outlast characters. She counters Outlast really nicely. As long as they aren't strong. And we don't have a strong Outlast, do we? We have Tough. We have Fast. Do we have Alert? I guess we have Alert to a certain extent. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to go, guys, because I'm going to go to sleep reasonably early tonight. Yesterday I went to sleep so late. I still woke up like reasonably early today. I see jingle bells around Jiang Belt. I'm not going to give anything away. So next Christmas. No. No. I think there's more. You have to pay attention to other things. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not going to give anything away. I will mention it on a future video because it was mentioned to me, and I'll ask if I can mention it, like in high detail. But yeah, it was kind of interesting. But yeah, I'll be streaming on Thursday, guys. So I'll see you then for sure. There'll be content coming out between now and then for sure, but I'm just not sure when we'll do certain things. Make sure you go and vote on that poll on my channel. You just go to my main channel and then you go to the community tab, and there'll be a poll just sitting there asking about your war score. Don't say anything, Mini Baker Lad. Shh, keep it quiet. I'll see you in my next stream, guys. Have a great week. Happy New Year. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. And as always, Keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.